Hello, everybody. You are welcome to the Identity Podcast. Now you know this is your house. This is where you belong. So thank you so much for joining us again. We want to appreciate you from all over the world. We want to appreciate you from the United Kingdom. We really appreciate the support. We want to appreciate you from Africa. We want to appreciate you from Asia. We want to appreciate every person that is just contributing to this channel. We really appreciate you. Thank you so much. Now, if you are new on this channel, can they just subscribe? Just smash that notification button, that subscription button, so that anytime that you receive new videos, you will be the very first person that you will be able to get to be notified. Now, in this world, every person has their role. Every person on earth has their responsibility. You might find yourself not doing and carrying out all the activities or the purpose that the other person is carrying out. However, on earth, you have your purpose. And that's the reason why on this channel we talk about purpose, we talk about passion, we talk about fulfilling your purpose on earth. So this time around, like last time, we promised that we are going to talk about the role of every human being on earth. That means every person on earth has their role. If you're not going to talk about a lot of other roles, of course, you should be able to fall in this category. So thank you so much. Welcome back to this channel again. My name is Andrew Tapopi, and this is the Identity Podcast. So we just want to talk about these things quickly. See you right now as we dissect into these concepts. So welcome back as we are talking about the role of every human being. If you are on this earth, you should be falling under these categories. Now, according to the Universal Declaration, human responsibility stipulates that tolerance is one of the responsibility of a man. Respect is one of the responsibility of every person. Partnership is one of the responsibilities. So now I want to talk about the role, 7 roles of every human being on earth. You find yourself in whatever religion you are, whatever educational sector you find yourself, educational level you find yourself, in any religion. Every human being on earth should be able to play these roles. Number 1 is to know yourself. Now, knowing yourself is so critical, and most of the people are ignorant about just knowing themselves. They know about biology, they know about physical science, they know when the sun will rise and the sun will set, but yet they are failing to know themselves. Now, what is knowing yourself? Knowing yourself requires you to be honest. Being honest of your strength, being honest of your weaknesses. And this is what you have to work on. If you have weaknesses, you can only identify your weaknesses after you are being honest to yourself. Not only that, you must also be able to identify your fears. Be able to identify your fears, things that you are scared of. There are people who are scared of perhaps talking to the public. Be able to know your fears, and not only your fears, but you must also know your dreams. So this is knowing yourself. Number 2, love yourself. Now, according to the Bible concept, Jesus says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. Now, it's very, very impossible and very difficult for you to love another person if you don't love yourself, because you don't know what love is. Loving yourself means, empowering yourself, appreciating yourself, and knowing that, Andrew, you are the best. Andrew, you will make it. That is loving yourself. The problem we have today is that people hate themselves too much. The opposite of self-love is self-hate. So get to empower yourself, get to strengthen yourself. In this critical world, it's very difficult for a person from the other side to motivate you, to empower you. Therefore, you got to do it yourself. So number 3, before I go to number 3, just welcoming you again. This is Andrew Tapopi, and this is the Identity Podcast. This is the Identity Podcast whereby you air your views. Your opinions are more important to us more than ourselves, because we are doing this for the world. So number 3 is that you must think for yourself. Most of the people, they depend on the crowd more than themselves. Even just to go out and do the shopping, they have to ask another person, should I go and do the shopping? Even to wear a nice shirt, should I wear this shirt? Do I look good in this shirt? Think for yourself. Most of the times when you do decision making, you need to make sure that this is my value. This is from my own mind that God has given me. Think for yourself. Don't always depend on people. And what I'm saying is not, it's not that you must not, get some opinions or suggestions or, from other people. I'm saying any other time that you are doing your things or whatever you are deciding, don't just always depend on people in terms of thinking capacity. Number 4, this is to say contribute. You have a responsibility to contribute in this universe. Some people think of contribution as money. Contribution can be ideas, can be suggestions. Contribution can be, teamwork. The very powerful contribution that any person can ever contribute is ideas, because ideas you cannot buy. This is what we call wisdom. And the Bible says that wisdom is more than rubies, more than gold and silver. So contribute. You are very, very important. But it only requires you to identify that you are important. And then that's the only time that you will be able to contribute. And contribution does not mean, because you are giving idea, does not mean that you go out there and say, no, this is my idea. No, contribution should be contribution that is really touching people. Can be through, sending messages, can be through, spoken words. So as we continue, I just want to talk about this number 5 point. This is very, very important. Pay attention to this. This is very, very important, and I believe nobody told you about this. Be happy. One of your role on earth is to be happy. We have a lot of reasons, many, many reasons to be happy on earth. Some of us is because we have our both parents. Some of us is because we have single parents. Some of us is because we have a lot of friends that are just supporting us, just helping us, either academically, in our churches, wherever in our businesses. So be happy. There is a wrong conception and a perception that people have. And they say, no, I'll only be happy when I have a car. I'll only be happy when I run this personal best. I'll only be happy if I go to the World Cup. I'll only be happy when I get a job in the mine. I'll only be happy. Many reasons. Another thing that I want to tell you about being happy, don't wait to be happy. Start being happy now. Don't wait to get married so that you become happy. Don't wait to have a very best friend, to have a lot of money, so that so that you get a lot of happiness. You must start being happy now. And number 6, be a giver and not a taker. You see, most of the times you understand that purpose is helping people, serving people. Now, when you enter into somebody's life, you want to be a giver, not just a taker, a person that is just like a parasite. Be a giver. That is your role as a person. What is giving? Giving does not talk about money alone. Of course, properties, giving material things. But giving requires, contributing ideas, helping other people instead of judging them. This world has fallen apart whereby people are focusing on judging other people. Instead of helping another person, you are judging that person. But now I want to correct you. Your responsibility is to give, not to take. To give joy, to give peace, to give the sense of self-worth to other people, not to take out from their life, to suck even money from them, even property from them. Be a giver, not a taker. This one will really bring happiness in your life as well. People who depend on taking things from other people will not be happy at all. So the last point that I want to talk about is respect every man. This is a point that we have lost, especially from the education sector. People who are apparently, respectfully speaking, educated people. Respect. They say respect is earned and not demanded. Most of the people have high ranks, have big companies, but yet not respected because they don't respect others. One of your role, ladies and gentlemen, is to respect other people. Respect other people's diversity, understanding that because you understand X, Y, Z, will also be able to help you understand human diversity. And because you respect human diversity, you will also be respected from the other part. Respect is not necessarily what you say to a person, but how you also think about the person. So that is to say, we got to run into these tips as human beings on earth. We are on earth to help each other. We are on earth, to lift up other people, and this bring us to the end of our video today. Thank you so much. I really appreciate the support behind it. Thank you so much. If you didn't subscribe, you want to subscribe, because of course I know this YouTube channel will really be beneficial to you, and not only to you but to all the people that are going to be referred here by you. Thank you so much. My name is Andrew Tapopi, and this is the Identity Podcast. Until we see each other again, until we meet again, see you. Don't forget also to follow my Instagram account, Andrew Tapopi, and also my TikTok, Andrew Tapopi, YouTube channel. Of course, you like, subscribe, and share the videos. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much, and God bless you.